Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you have been following us, you know that we've been testing Tesla's FSD for about a week now. And it's great, but there are certainly room for improvement. So in this video, I'd like to go over 10 key things that I think Tesla FSD can improve on. Point number one is that it is a little wishy-washy at times. Here, we're in a parking lot, and as you can see, while turning left, the steering wheel jerks a little, and it's not exactly smooth. So this is definitely something that Tesla can improve on. Also, when switching lanes at times, there is more than enough space for it to switch lane, but when it notices a car coming pretty quickly, it will not commit to the lane switch. So I think overall this can be definitely improved on. Point number two is that it is a little too slow and too safe for good. And don't get me wrong when I say this, because the car is designed to be safe. However, with it driving a little too slow, it tends to confuse the car behind us and also cars around us. We've been honked a couple times because either we are taking way too long. For example, right here, as you can see, when this car just passed, we have a lot of room to exit, but it was playing it extra safe and it waited for even more cars to go by. So this happens even on the highway, where sometimes it slows down too quickly, and I think this can definitely be fine-tuned to be more sensitive and provide a better driving experience. And soon you see another example of the car driving too slow right here, and the car in front actually thought we were letting him go, and we ended up having to brake suddenly. Point number three is that we find that it doesn't make U-turns very well. Here we are making a U-turn, and if you see, it takes a really wide turn and it does so really slowly as well. So eventually I had to take over because we were slowing the cars down at the back, and this I feel like could be definitely improved on. Number four, parking definitely takes too long. I know this is a cool feature and they probably are working on it. However, when it's busy, I do not recommend using this feature because the car takes way too long to park. You will get honked at. You probably lose your spot as well, and it's just not ideal. It does so really very safely, which is obviously its goal, but it definitely could be a lot faster. So yeah, if it's an empty parking lot or if you just feel lazy, then yes, I would recommend using this feature because it's pretty cool. It reverse parks for you so you can leave quickly as well, but definitely not ideal on a busy road. Point number five is that it doesn't deal with stop sign very well. It tends to make two stops, in fact. It stops before the stop line, and then it crawls up slowly towards the stop sign, and then it stops again, and then it makes the turn. So it feels just overly safe and unnecessary, and I think that can be improved as well. Number six is regarding yellow lights. The FSD does not deal with yellow lights too well, and what I mean by that is that a lot of times I feel like it could have easily cleared the yellow light by not just speeding, but it could definitely have cleared it. However, it rather makes a sudden stop, and it just feels very jerky, and it might even be dangerous to the car behind us because they might think that we would easily make that yellow light. So that is just a personal take. I know that it's better safe than sorry, but that is one of the things that I think they could improve on. Number seven is that at times it makes lane changes that are questionable. In this case here, we are approaching our destination, which is on the left, well, less than a mile away, but it decides to make a lane switch to the right. And eventually it has to switch back to the left. And it's not like the car in front of us was slowing us down, but at times it makes questionable decisions like that. Number eight is that it does not follow the GPS. And this is something new that we just recently experienced. As you can see here, it made a right turn before the navigation shows. So we're not too sure why it did that, if it's a more efficient route or if it's just confused, but it's definitely something that could be improved on. Number 9 is lane recognition. Here we are making a left turn and there is a bicycle lane on the right, which I think it failed to recognize, so it was leaning into it. So eventually I just took over and pulled us back onto the lane itself. Number 10, the display doesn't seem to pick up certain objects on the road. In this case, we passed by a construction site and it did not show the cones on the road. So that is something that I briefly remember having seen in the past, but I'm not sure why it's not showing with FSD. That confused us a little bit initially, so I think they definitely should fix that. And there you have it. Those are the 10 things that I think FSD can improve on. Overall, I'm still very pleased with the experience. I still think that it's a useful tool for getting from point A to point B, as it certainly has brought us to our destination without any intervention. So these are basically just minor fixes that I think would make it even better. So if you liked the video, please leave a comment and a thumbs up, and let us know if there's any other content you'd like to see. Thank you.